consistency. Anyone could speedrun race. Yeah, you don't need to be on the IRC, but for the all right, here we go.
Do over. Let's. Hopefully everything goes right this time. I would have just laughed if they reset on candles.
All right.
But yeah, speaking of candles, that's this area is probably arguably the most reset heavy compared to every other area, because we lose 1 second of time, that's a reset for us because of a dumb mistake.
Very skill intensive.
Alright, so they're pulling up the Game Boy radar horror because the Game Boy horror because they want to skip Luigi getting scared and try to catch the ghost on the first frame possible, or at least try to, just to make suck-ups a little bit faster. And there's 2 different suck-up animations that you can get. You can have a swirl, or the other one, which is a little bit slower. If you get the twirl, then you save probably half a second. DeathJohnson's already up behind. He missed that double, but he does still get it. It's just a little bit slower. So yeah, I guess Death is gonna just be doing this run on sidestep. I've never actually seen a run like that before.
Well, if there was a time to style, now is the time.
Yeah. Maybe he's just giving Radioactive a fighting chance. I don't know.
Have you ever tried to play the game on sidestep besides Area 4?
No.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I imagine, because like you have to change your angle every time you're trying to catch a ghost.
Yeah, the normal thing you do to catch a ghost, that doesn't work. It is like an entirely different control scheme.
Yeah, I wonder if Death is trying to prove a point about something with sidestep, I wonder. So, this is not... oh jeez, Neville. I forgot his name almost. First of the portrait ghosts. I do love the portrait ghosts in this game. They have like unique characteristics and behaviors. And Lydia, just a little bit more tricky to catch because there's lag in this room. Well, it's not even this room, it's that the game is actually loading two areas, the room and the outside. You would be just a little bit more prone to dropping inputs.
Lightning also lags the room more.
True. Anything that has particle effects or lighting, I guess, will just lag it even a bit more. Nice. Both getting them good ball shots. And since Chauncey's having a tantrum fit, he's decides to make you small. have a fight in his crib.
This game loves to shrink you.
Yeah, this game will just shrink you if you get caught by an unfortunate mushroom. But anyway, so everything that we do in this boss fight is pretty much intentional to go fast. Like taking damage and positioning ourselves to catch these balls that he throws at us. We'll set up here. Okay, so radioactive misses the first shot, so that means death is now ahead. Wonder if I can. I'll figure that out later after the boss is done.
So you want Chauncey to land on your head, so he pushes forward a little bit and saves a few frames, but I think they both kind of missed it.
Oh.
So they're just getting bodied for no reason, which happens
So
a lot.
yeah. Death gets a 59 or no 559 I think for Chauncey. So that's a pretty good area 1 for both runners.
Neck and neck. You ever paid attention to Luigi's neck in this game?
How it just like
Stays in place while the rest of his body moves sometimes.
yeah.
I've seen some rubber banding effects with his neck that are a little unsettling.
Oh yeah. I don't know, I was too mesmerized by his giant nose and mustache. But I could see what you mean now.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Oh, okay. I think I can do this. Alright. So after turning all the ghosts back into portraits, we're moving into Area 2, where it introduces some RNG elements into the game. One of them is not so bad, but once we open or unleash the booze, then that's where the biggest piece of, I guess, RNG is. So, as we navigate through the halls, we point our flashlights up and also face the direction of the ghost spawns, so that way we don't get scared. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to move that down just a bit.
Good doubles.
Alright, good doubles for both runners. I guess in Death's case, it's a good thing he does sidestep here, because he doesn't have to actively move his C-stick around. Alright, he misses the first double of Shy Guys. But it gets them all pretty good. So
DeathJohnson.
he's still in the lead after that first miss. Now we just wait for the Warlindas to show their hearts. Not getting early release for Death. Let's see if Radioactive can save 10 seconds here. And he doesn't. So still pretty much the same here. I mean, you do get it's like a 50% chance, I think, for them to show their hearts early, but that not being the case for the runners here. Like, we're in this storage room, looking room, and we're trying to go for a strat called poster skip that.
Not sure if Death caught it.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not, but he's essentially, you just point your vacuum in the direction of the poster, and the hitbox of the vacuum will go straight through the wall. And that answers my question. He didn't get it. So that would save you about 4 seconds of you having to suck it up after moving the wall and then pressing the button. So with that mistake, Radioactive's like more even, more caught up with Death now. But yeah, this is looking to be a really close race right now. Very exciting.
Just a couple seconds separate these two runners at the moment.
Alright, so he's taking you back to the lab to explain how do you catch boos. He also explains, he installed a new feature in the Game Boy Horror to detect boos in any lit room that you've cleared. And yeah, like I said, the goal is to just get 40 boos and complete the game with that, because it is required to get 40 boos to even unlock... Well, one of the requirements to unlock King Boo's room is get 40 boos. Otherwise, he'll just send you back to the foyer. But yeah, so both runners are setting up to do text skip, and they both got it. Very good. They just saved probably around 6 to 8 seconds of time. And it looks like both of their RNG... Oh, Radioactive's boo switched. So I was gonna say both of them had the same RNG, but not so much the case now. Huh. Interesting spawn from that boo. He spawned behind Luigi.
If you stand in front of the path that the boo takes when you spawn it, you can actually get to spawn a little earlier.
Yeah, that kind of how it happens with in other situations where the boo gets stuck in one spot and he just stays there for stays there after spawning. Yeah, this it's at this point in the run, it's actually really punishing if you let one of these boos escape, because they're more than likely going to just run away into the halls, and then they'll travel to a room that you've never cleared, and you more than likely won't be clearing, so you're just gonna have to take that time loss and try to grab them again after re-entering the mansion. So Death's gonna be moving into the mirror room later, right here after getting the mirror warp. So far I've not seen anyone miss that, but I haven't seen that many races either, so...
I talked to the Toad the other day.
Oh, yeah. It's like, no, Toad, we know that you flushed a key. That's what I'm here to grab. So, the double setup in this room, we allow the grabbers to hug us and then shake them off, but unfortunately that was a miss on Death's part. Yeah, we can shrug them off and get them in the direction of the other ghost to set up for a double.
We let them embrace us.
Exactly.
Got the boo to spawn right away. Always looks nice when that happens.
Gets the fire skip, so he can set up to grab both the boo and the fire medallion, save quit.
Is he still on sidestep?
I think so, yeah. The absolute mad lad.
Yeah, he is.
And still a bit ahead. But it's Luigi's Mansion. Anything can happen in this race.
Anything can happen with flawless execution.
Alright, so we're doing a puzzle here to spawn the keys, and then we go after the butler to sort of lead him into the
laundry room.
yeah, I was gonna say laundry room, but I was trying to remember what that other room is called.
His room is, I think it's just called Butler's room.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
He doesn't even get a bed.
He also apparently doesn't get a name, unless I'm just mistaken.
Not important.
Yeah. So here's one of Mario's lost items, his hat in the washer. We're gonna need to find all 5 of those and then talk to the fortune teller, Madame Clairvoyant, to progress both the story and the game, because she also gives you a key. And I think... Sorry.
Sorry. No, go on.
Okay, I was gonna say, both of them I think got chest skip. So, grabbing his hat in the around the same time as you clear the room and the chest spawns, you can skip that animation and save a few seconds. And we also actually open the chest right there to what is it? To prevent the cutscene from playing again, because after coming back, that cutscene will play and tell you that, hey, you need to open this chest. Because there's money, but we don't care about money.
Oof, death is, might just opt out. Yeah, he's just gonna flame him. When in doubt, just use the flame. Oh, for God's sake, man. You gotta just use the flame.
Yeah. That situation, like, you can't really recover that easily from it. You just have to flame him. So yeah, that puts Radioactive in the lead now, because he did get the setup for a triple. It'd be very hyped to see if he gets... Nope. Unfortunately, I don't think it was the right angle for him to get tech skip for the laundry room. Boo. So, getting fire here. Yeah, he did run out of fire there. A pretty good run, though, because I just see the runners going back and forth with each other.
Radioactive with about a 4-second lead, where he was behind 4 seconds at the Boo release, so he's gained about 8 seconds on death. Also, what I was gonna say is apparently the butler's name is Shivers.
Ah, Shivers. Okay.
Wow. Glad I know that.
And this is Melody. She plays a couple of songs for you, and you try to guess which one it is. He just got the Mario Brothers 3 theme. And I think because DeathJohnson had a much faster time with Melody, I mean, he also just got the best RNG possible in that room.
Gotten some good Boo luck.
Yeah. So yeah, he's actually about a second ahead of him now. This is crazy.
Back and forth.
I'll probably just keep it on Radioactive's stream until something else happens. Unfortunately, Death did not get the stun on that ghost, so he took a little bit of time to grab him. But you can actually spray fire. We also did this in Hidden Room. You spray fire as they spawn, and that'll yeah, that'll get rid of their element and leave them vulnerable for your flashlight. It's a pretty nice trick because that saves you around, I'd probably guess around 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, because that means you don't have to wait for them to finish the animation of them getting burned. Our favorite good boy, Spooky.
Death waters the plant for no reason.
It's just a thing you can do while you wait for the Mr. Bones guy. As we're coming up to Bogmire, we're going to be trying to do the optimal strat here, get doubles on these two Mr. Bones, and then grab the one at the bottom. I think Radioactive's going for singles right now. Okay, so yeah, that puts Johnson quite a bit ahead now. Just about a few seconds. Okay, so Bogmire in this game is just, he's like a he's like trying to control a bowl. He will just drag you all over the place with no control, and he can easily break off of you. So let's see how well these runners can handle him. Oh, okay. A little bit sketchy on Death's side, but he managed to get the one cycle pretty quickly. And Radioactive, oh, that was even scarier, but he also got it too. Very nice. Yeah, if he drags you around too much, he'll eventually break off, or yeah, he'll just eventually break off. So if you guys are wondering, this is the Ghost Portrificationizer. It allows you to turn any ghost back into paintings, or you can actually do it in reverse. Evidently, it also works on humans.
So can I talk about R pumping for a sec?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you're catching the boos, you can stun them by holding both triggers and letting go of the R trigger about every 10 HP. If you go over, or if you move around, there's a chance you can get a double cackle. So that really hasn't been a problem or a factor to this point in the run, but there's going to be some boos coming up that have some more health, and when you get double cackles, you lose an R pump. So you can do 15 R pumps max, and so you're gonna be noticing them try to, when the boo spawns, they're gonna try to go right to the middle of the room as fast as they can, so they can be right where the boo is as it spawns, so they can start doing the R pumps. And then you want to do them in good syncopation. Otherwise, you're either going to be wasting HP because you didn't hold it long enough, or if you move around too much or they fly up too high, you'll get the double cackle and they'll fly away and you won't have a chance.
It's roughly 10 HP per R pump.
There are some other ways to do damage without causing a cackle, but they require you to walk the boo in the room. So the boo will be like walking horizontally, and you got to be going like perfectly horizontally with it, and you'll hear the little electrical noise doing damage, and that's how the breaker room boo works. The one cycle, you walk them all the way across the room first, and then you start your art bomb split. He is at about 150 HP, which is your 15 cackles, quote unquote.
Yeah, in the case of breaker boo, in the route we can try going for him, and that'll skip having to do Van Gore's boo. Saves you, I think it's roughly 10 seconds. I'm not entirely sure on that, but yeah. It's a really difficult strat, though. That's why most people don't go for it. Oh. Death had to go back and do another water blast underneath the door here. Because, yeah, that's a strat you can do. It's a very nice ice room. I mean, Jesus Christ, tea room.
Same, the ice is in this room.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know what you're talking about. We all know what you're talking about.
Unfortunately, depending on how the boo spawns in this room, he can easily just escape you, because he does escape if you're locked onto like the tablecloth, and he'll get away at 0 HP because of it. It's really dumb.
Because Luigi will auto-lock onto anything except the boo.
Yeah, yeah.
He prioritizes everything else. Anything, any heart that's bouncing, if there's a gem, if there's tablecloth, he will auto-lock onto that instead.
A poison mushroom, and then you just lose 8 seconds and have to...
Yep, poison mushroom, gold bar.
Deal with the fact that you just lost him and lost the boo entirely, and you have to suffer for it. Oh man, so... Nana's room can go either way, depending on how well you do this setup. That was really fast what Death did. He just grabbed both of the yarn balls before they even hit the ground.
Yeah, take some balls to do that.
And RNG, unfortunately, is not in Death's favor. He has to walk all the way on the other side of the room to spawn the boo.
Well, he had been getting great luck for a while,
That is
so
true.
it's time for it to turn around.
That is true. Oh, that was a little weird, but he still gets it.
It was starting to flee.
Yeah. It always just, like... I always just get anxiety whenever he's about to flee, because then it's just a huge time loss, depending on where he goes.
Just don't let him escape.
Don't let him escape. Forehead. So this is going to be an interesting way to set up this room with sidestep. He's literally... Okay. I wonder how he's going to do on the triple here.
I don't think he's going to get the triple.
He could. Oh, he's going... Oh, no. He can't get it now. Had to go for a completely new setup there.
Just had a feeling.
So one of the cool strats in this area is coming up is where we get to shoot the moon. That's obviously the fake moon. But I
There's
think
two
they call it. Yeah, there's 2 moons. What? But
The 360 no scope, right?
right, yeah. I don't think he's gonna go for it, but that would have been sick. All right, first shot, he gets the moon.
Easy.
Yeah, it's just a very, very particular angle. I mean, it's also very misleading because you don't actually, you can't really just picture where it's going to hit. If you have even if you have an idea, it's not going to hit.
You gotta use a visual cue.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. There's no reticle. Can't hold L to aim. No laser sight.
So. Well, we're going to be moving into the projector room and fighting off more grabbers and
Getting the triple, right? This time we'll get the triple.
yes.
Can't see where they are, but it's not really a problem because they always spawn in the same spot.
Yeah. When you're learning how to do the route in this game, you want to try and learn where all the ghost spawn locations are. That way you can have an idea and set up and respond to how they have an idea and react to where they spawn and what to do in that situation. Doesn't... Oh, okay, he does get the triple. I couldn't see it there.
Told you.
Nice. I didn't down him. So we're heading back to Area 1 hallway. We're going to be getting all the booze there and then collecting... Or, I mean, having a playtime with the twins, Orville and Henry. It looked like that boo had switched into the right spot for Death to spawn him quickly. That was very nice.
More good fortune for Death.
Until he gets Van Gore text. I don't think I've seen that yet in this run.
Could happen in this hallway.
Yeah. It is likely to happen here than in Area 4.
Yeah, I believe it's after the Astro Room boo.
Oh, okay.
It starts to become... there's a chance. Like that, the last boo we caught was the first one. That could have triggered it.
Alright, if Death would have had checked the right side box
just
first, he would have gotten like pretty much.
Yeah, he had the perfect RNG and he just walked away from it basically.
Now there is a way to do a double setup. I wouldn't recommend trying it though, but it is definitely doable. Oh jeez. Yeah, this is what we're talking about with the pearls. He just automatically sucks them up without just completely ignoring the boo in front of him.
He again gets the boo to spawn before the room even lights up. It's like the third or fourth time he's gotten that in this run. I think the third time he's gotten that in this run. So the positioning for the boo finds for DeathJohnson this run has been very good.
Alright, another good find for Death. He actually went for the table and chairs. You can kind of get an idea of where the boo might be because of how the radar reacts. Sometimes you'll notice he's either in that the portrait on the wall to the left of the door, or in the dresser on the right. Alright, thank goodness. Okay, Death gets the tech skip, and we'll see Radio with his tech skip. It's a freebie in this case.
Did he not? I don't think Radioactive pulled the cloth off enough. Yeah.
Yeah, he may or may not get
He
this.
definitely did not.
Oh! He got it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, I mean,
It's halfway. Like once you get it halfway, it'll come off. It looked like that was just barely halfway.
Yeah, not pulling it. Not if you don't pull it long enough, it doesn't really come off all the way, instantly.
You have to get the tug back. It's a little strange how like the tugging on the cloth works. Like setting it up is. That one's probably the easiest or second easiest if you think the parlor room is the easiest, you know, like. But then, like the rest of them, like the tea room and the laundry room, there's even a tiny little towel in Butler's room you could get a tech skip off of. That's like theoretically possible, but it's actually like insanely not possible. There's another one you could do in the kitchen with the table on the left before you head to the door that goes to the dog house. So, but setting them up, you have to. If you don't do it fast, especially for the difficult ones, it's like kind of not worth it. So it's why you want to nail the easy ones every time, because you know you just don't want to be wasting time setting things up that are going to just fail you.
Yeah,
you just wasted double the time.
Yeah, it'll negatively impact your run. Alright, RNG. Yeah, this is just bad RNG, but that's okay. It's honestly kind of good, because he's able to catch the boo without any problems. Because that boo really loves to just run away from you, like the moment he just comes out. Alright. Well, we're making our way up to the safari room. We gotta grab this ice first. Just don't forget it.
Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. I still haven't figured out how you get the extra portrait ghost to spawn in the safari room that comes out and shoots Luigi with a gun, but I'm in contact with DeathJohnson. He's letting me know about these secrets. Does he get the double?
He does. And he also freezes the garbage ghost on the right. Optimal strats right here.
That's fine.
And a nice thing about ice is you can actually freeze boos in place for a few seconds.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It doesn't stun them after the 150 damage cackle limit that I talked about.
Yeah.
So it unfortunately has no real use.
It's only used in this case where we try to grab the key from the chest.
More of a backup.
Or, yeah, backup.
I wish it worked better. Like, I wish the fire and water did something to the boost too, but you know, these are just my dreams. Alright, anything can happen. Boo losses.
Boo losses. You get 15 boos out of this. Question is, are you able to snipe them all in one shot? We shall see. Man, 40 minutes in. Death probably has like a half a minute lead, or 45 seconds.
It's become fairly sizable in this area. This area he definitely pulled away a little bit.
Alright, so we have to set up our angle and then just head straight to the left side. Oh. Oh wow, he gets 2 shots and gets them all. Very nice, that was a very good one cycle.
That was insane.
He also off-centered himself. We usually just kind of like... Most of us just go directly in center of the stage and then head backwards, but...
That might have just blew this race wide open.
Alright, so... Radioactive, he's not grabbing them. Oh no, he's gonna lose it.
No, dude. When the boos freeze out of bounds, they instantly unfreeze, and you can't get them. So you have to, like, kind of look away, walk away, hope they don't go out of bounds, and it's just, you just chased them right out of bounds, and, you know, can't blame them. You're trying to get to them and freeze them. Oh my god. So close.
Yeah,
that's going to cost them another, 25 seconds.
Yeah, at least. Damn. But yeah. That's just the sort of thing that can happen in this game, because boos just have like a very I don't know how you would describe their AI.
They have a very cheeky behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
You can manipulate them 100%. Besides where they spawn in the mansion, they're 100% manipulated by your movement and what you are doing. But they are cheeky. They're very cheeky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in some setups we act as bait, so the boo charges at us, and that can help optimize for a clean one cycle. So here we're going to approach the blackout. Interestingly, we're going to be sent to a different mansion. Apparently it's like a different map of the mansion, where only a few things are different. I guess this is how they want you going to unlocking the breaker room.
This is how the devs figured out how to get you lost and never finish the game blind.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like sends you to a different map where breaker room is locked and Grimly spawns here. And Grimly is just another bit of RNG. He has like a timer, a local timer that starts when you enter blackout, I guess, and he can kind of show his heart anytime he wants to. So depending,
When you're
so
two rooms away, that's when it spawns.
Oh, okay then. Okay,
theoretically.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Like theoretically, like right now he's there. Like he has spawned. He's 2 rooms away.
Okay. I sometimes would think it's a local timer because if I got scared any earlier than entering parlor room, then he would likely be manipulated to show his heart as soon as I entered the wardrobe room.
It's just totally random.
Yeah. So that was about 7 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds of him waiting there. Ideally, we try to go for Instagram, but that doesn't always happen. We'll see how. Let's see how if Radioactive gets to save any time.
I'm willing to accept that maybe if you get scared within the couple rooms leading up to him, that could affect his whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but like I get scared like on the first ghost because I'm bad at like doing the flashlight cancel and turning right and on the balcony. But you know that shouldn't affect Brimley. Anyway, so either of these runners going to go for breaker room? Probably not.
Yeah.
The breaker room boo, to be more specific. You have to do the breaker room. Can't not do the breaker room.
Oh my god, radioactive. The bad luck right now.
You gotta like shake around or move. Like I have a theory that if you just stand there, it makes it worse. You gotta move. You gotta like shake or make the game like think like something else. I don't know. It's just totally luck. Like let's just be honest. Like I'm just superstitious.
That was around 12 and 15 seconds, or...
That was rough.
Yeah. So yeah, this is where the boos have like way more HP and Death lost the boo. He was way too high and he was trying to... I guess he was trying to manipulate him to do more damage, but... It just didn't end up working like that. So, I guess depending on what he decides to do, he might just mirror warp back down. He could theoretically go back into the dusty storage room, or he goes into ice room. But yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, RNG is just not that easy to explain. Their behaviors are so random. Alright, so let's see. I want to hopefully that radioactive gets this boost so we can save just a bit of time after that. Nope! Commentator's curse right here. I think it was because that gold bar got in his vacuum's hitbox.
And Luigi prioritizes literally anything except the boo.
Well, this is probably the most exciting part in Area 4, I'd say, is just watching people do double setups for the Clockwork Soldiers. He could be going for it right here. Yep. Oh no, he lost it.
Oh, I was about to say.
At 7
Wow.
HP too.
I would have eaten my microphone if he got that.
Oh man, that's a big oof right there.
He is still in sidestep, right?
He is, yeah. I definitely want to ask him what made him decide to do that. Alright, so he goes for
My strat.
Not Boston Burn, but I guess it's his own strat.
No, that was it. That was a Boston Burn. He just missed the sex couple.
Oh man, Radioactive not having a good time with Clockwork Soldiers. And he's unintentionally going for the double. Let's see how he does it.
He's going for it.
He got it. Nice.
These runners want this bad.
So you know what? I would say that's a really good recovery for him right there. We all know how silly DeathJohnson is. So, what kind of a strat did he? I think he goes for just like typical.
So yeah, it's about as good as that could look. And sidestep. Good luck doing that the normal way in sidestep.
Right.
This room was very technical.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot you have to do.
Not too shabby. So, I could be wrong here, but he may try to, or he may just be going for one cycle, then save warping.
I would hope so.
Oh. Okay, he probably did that because of... Oh, no.
Boo's looking pretty high up there.
He might,
He
I don't
still
know.
could have recovered that if he wasn't using sidestep.
Yeah, no, man. Oh, no. He goes into the freaking...
Oh, no, did he? That's, yeah, okay, well, alright, Radioactive needs to get these, get this triple here. If he wants to stay alive. He's chasing him all the way to the clockwork. I wonder what he's gonna... Well, he's just gonna save and quit.
Uh-huh.
Duh. It doesn't really matter where he goes, as long as you save and quit.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember a time where save and quit was banned?
Yes. That's...
What what an age we live in now.
This is the future.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna reload.
Does he get
Respawn
it?
this boo.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Either
I
of
don't know
them
if
get the
I've
armor
explained
up.
this, but friggin' the radar is very inconsistent, or it's just unreliable at times to even find this guy.
So the deal with that is when you re-enter a room, the boudar glitches. It doesn't work right away.
Mm-hmm.
It'll blink in a fashion that's like there's a boo in here, but it won't do like what you were saying earlier, how you can kind of read it when you first enter. Like you can't do that when you re-enter the room. It's weird, and it's dumb because it just punishes you more for missing the boo. It's like thanks.
Yeah. You just don't have a good idea of where it is.
So yeah, both players missed the armory room boo, and that's the first boo that has more than 100 HP. Has 150 HP. So if you miss even one cackle, that's where you're gonna learn that your R pumping is not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the room lags, so don't give yourself like too much grief. But the room will sometimes also eat your inputs.
Mm.
So it's really tricky to learn at first because you're just, you need to get that one cycle if you want to save time. But the room lags, and you're learning this like new strat. So
Just like Bogmire, Weston is just kind of annoying to do. But that was actually really clean. It's also because you're on ice and slipping, sliding around.
Maybe the secret to doing Weston is sidestep.
Well, it clearly helped him. Gave him that, oh, here we go. Okay, so that boo is just gone. He's out. This game, I swear.
Just wasn't ready for him. This boo, my advice is be running to the middle of the room as fast as you can, because you're on ice, so your momentum is going to take a second to catch up, and then you have to find him, and finding him in this room, it's just this room's so annoying. This is a very make or break room right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cold storage.
So yeah, this is pretty much the home stretch of the game, because We gotta get one more boo and then get the boss key. Any predictions of what his time could be for death? I'm probably going with probably a high 1 hour.
Yeah, I have no idea. 101.24.
Yeah, rip 0 HP because I hate that. I hate that the idea that they can still get away from you at that low level. It's not really a level. It should be 0 and dead.
Well, they're at 0 HP. Now you
Yeah.
just have to capture them.
Yeah. Unless you mean to tell me there's a hidden value of 0.5% or whatever.
And the game does recognize 0 because when a boo spawns out of, if you lose a boo at 0 and then it respawns, you go and you respawn it, you can actually catch it before it reaches the center of the room and does its like little dance.
Mm-hmm.
So like the game knows 0. Just wish it didn't. Get these triples.
Yeah, these are actually really good setups for triples that he's got. Oh, except for that one. I always feel bad because now I just kind of jinxed him.
Didn't expose him long enough. Didn't penetrate long enough. Just took his finger off the button, foot off the gas. A little too soon. The balance here you have to fight with yourself when you first learn this game is that the stun only lasts so long, and it depends on how close you are to them. So like you have to like stun them and then press R, but it's like people have a hard time at first figuring out like how the stun works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it also kind of helps getting used to depth of field.
And every ghost has its own sort of hitbox. Like they're not all the same. You can't go about them all the same. You have to sort of have different movement for every ghost.
Easy 2-cycle for death. And that's everything. He just needs to go to the basement one last time.
And quit. And reload. Shouldn't it be technically a save, quit, and reload? Because if it was just save and quit, you know, wouldn't you quit? Wouldn't you stop playing?
Save warping.
Save warp. There we go.
Alright, so this boo is going to be getting away at 160. He was just way too high for him to continue our pub.
They sort of just go up and down, like depending on where they decide to go in between pumps, and it's just it can be tough to take when your R pumps are so good, like you were stunning him so well, and then he just starts flying up. King Boo might do that same thing. King Boo flies up, you're out of luck.
Yeah. And another thing is, like, in order for their, like, I don't know a good way to describe this. Okay, well, in order for their, like, damage to reset, I guess, I don't mean their health, I mean the amount of damage you can do. You have to let them leave the room before going up to them again. Because you can't just go and, like, enter hallway and then re-enter that room again before the boo, because that doesn't reset the damage you can do.
And it's gonna be, you can go back in the room and they'll fly back in, but it's gonna be hard to
Right,
get
yeah.
set up. Yeah, it's not even worth it. You just let him pop back in, so he's in the middle of the room. And you get him. And that's certainly more of a something you notice in 100% because there's 300 HP boos that you cannot catch in one room. It is impossible.
Right.
Just like one cycling this final boss, it is not possible.
No, so yeah, first cycle, we want to try and get it down as 250 HP, at least around there. And we do that same R pump trick to keep him in place, hopefully long enough to do enough damage. And
while avoiding the ice.
Oh yeah, while avoiding the ice.
Do not get hit by the ice.
And you also have to have really good like control, I guess. Just keep it up with King Boo.
You gotta stay right on him.
Yeah.
But it's tough because you're getting shot at by the ice balls, so it's like you gotta stay right on him, dodge him. Oh my goodness.
Gosh darn it. That would have been it right there. Dang it.
Cool.
This is what I'm talking about. King Boo's like a notorious cheater.
Dude,
Like,
is my prediction gonna come true? Are you
101,
kidding me?
25.
Are you serious? I said 101.24.
Oh,
1 second off.
Dang. Well, still, that was just amazing.
I'm not Nostradamus, but I just knew he was gonna get that 3 cycle, just saying. Felt it coming.
Alright, let me, what is it? Death is done. Okay, so he is going for the 2 cycle. I wasn't paying too much attention to that, but I don't think he's gonna get it. The boo was kind of too high. Oh, same exact thing. he escapes with the exact same amount of health.
That's unfortunate because the first cycle he did a good amount of damage. So that was certainly within his ability to get that 2 cycle, and this will be a 102.35.
All right, that's it done for them. And that's the race.
Well, thank you for letting me commentate.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It was just a lot has happened. Just so many ups and downs. A lot of close calls. But
we're gonna get it.
This is how the game
call. Want to talk to the runners for a sec, or?
Yep, we are.
Oh, there he is.
There's Death. In a moment, we'll also get Radioactive in here. Hey, Death, how you doing?
That was a run, I guess.
So, I think the question that we're all asking here is, what made you decide to go and sidestep the entire time?
I thought it would be a more interesting race that way.
Fair enough.
And I joined the tournament to have fun, and that's one way to do it. Wasn't really sure if I'd be able to win or not, but Hey, the Area 4 kind of really fell apart, and Area 3 wasn't good, and Area 2 was not the best. Same with Area 1, but you know.
Yeah, it was like interesting to see just how oh jeez. I'm so sorry. I guess how you were just trying to figure out setups for sidestep while doing, like, for example, the Astral Hall.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in how that one turned out. I just forgot what I normally did to set up the triple, and I wound up in a completely different spot and had no idea what to do with it.
Yeah. Improvising, that's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah, I sort of tried to do a Boston Burn on the rooftop too, but that didn't work out either because I kind of didn't know where I was facing half the time.
Mm,
That's okay. It's not optimal anyway.
right.
Yeah, but it's less
But it's-
optimal if you fail it.
Oh man.
So now,
First try moonshot though, that's
Yes.
definitely something I'm more than proud of. I can probably retire on that.
Yeah, you could retire on that Bulasas fight too, because that was clean.
Yeah, that's definitely by far the best Bulastis I've done this year. I had no idea what my setup is that I used to do, but I got back into running it, and every Bulastis except that one has been pretty awful.
Yeah, because like I just didn't think it would work out like that because you were I know like booze will follow you in the direction that you go, which makes sense. I just didn't figure it would work out the same way if you were off center from the middle of the stage.
I remember that's how I used to do it, and I tried watching other videos of other runners doing it that go for the center, and I tried that, but then it seemed to just work even worse for me.
I guess it's just a matter of preferences for you.
It's one thing that's really a problem with Bulos is that you can't really practice it on emulator because if you load a save state from there, the ice spawns in the same way every time, so you can't really get a feel for how the different things work.
Yeah.
that's how all the boos are. Can't really practice them. You gotta just do runs.
Yeah, and if you were to grind, interestingly, evidently though, if you were to grind and practice, Bulas's fight, do not reset while doing the boss, because that crashes your game. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because of a memory issue with. Well, I don't know. It's just the way the game's programmed to, clean up memory from the previous room that you were in, so it still pretty much remembers everything that you did before you reset and tries to load in new memory from, entering the mansion. And that kind of just causes it to overload, I guess.
Basically, what I'm getting from this is that you should just never practice.
Yeah, at least beat the boss first and then you can reset.
I guess that could work.
I could be completely wrong, but that's how I understood it.
So, Death, have you and Skazi both agreed to go sidestep for the next race?
I don't think so, but I would be very disappointed if he doesn't.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
Because then it sort of evens the playing field. He has to do it, right?
Yeah.
We are now joined by Radioactive.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, very good.
How was the race?
How was the race?
My main problem with it was that blue losses. I got 13 boos on that first shot, and then I just screwed it up from there.
Yeah, they went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually really close for you both. I don't know if you were watching the race, probably, but
Yeah, I had to pull up one separate tab.
yeah, it was just really close for the both of you. So yeah, it was actually really, really fun to watch. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Area 2, I know, was really close. That was definitely interesting to half watch while I was also trying to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just crazy.
I was actually on PB pace in Area 3.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I was on PB pace in, like, the first room of Area 1.
You don't say.
And I was behind PB, but it was still possible.
Well, yeah. So like he said, you're moving on to face Skazi.
Have fun.
Yeah, that should be easy enough.
Oh.
Well, any final thoughts you want to say on each of your runs
Before
we head off?
I played better than I thought I would, so I'm not really too upset about it.
I think you both played pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because that was within a minute of your personal best. Or, I mean, yeah.
I was kind of predicting all the way that I would lose Armory Boo, which is why I didn't even bother taking the cloth off the mirror beforehand, but I didn't expect him to go all the way to Clockwork Room, so that was an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Way.
Yeah. Okay.
Also leaving Weston at 0 HP too. That was pretty nasty.
Plus. Oh, yeah, that's just unfortunate.
Did you both miss Armory and both miss Weston Boo?
I don't remember if I one cycled Armory. I might have. Or no, I don't think I did.
Stinboo, I sort of 2-cycled, but if you count that I got 0 HP on the first cycle, it almost sounds like a 1-cycle.
Yeah.
The start of the race was really good. For the first half an hour or so, y'all were playing very well, and then things started to sort of unravel a bit.
Yeah.
It's
But definitely a great
fun.
effort.
Great effort. So, yeah, if you would, guys like to stay tuned later, we have another matchup at 4 p.m. Eastern. Well, we have a lot of matchups today. We
used to have like 5, but I think 2
One
of them
of-
got rescheduled, so there's now just a few of them.
Yeah, we got 3
compared to
more.
most days.
One at 4 p.m. with Andy the Bird versus Switchmaster. Another one at 5 p.m. Eastern is Rhombus versus Fire Dragon. That's going to be hype. Another one at 9 p.m. with Electric Miles versus HT Delta. And that's it for today's matches.
Yep. So you got one more race at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go get some lunch, come back for dinner, and then you got something to watch later in the night when you're degenning your games.
So yeah, well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to the runners. Go, go and follow them on their Twitch channels. They do stream.
And there's a couple races tomorrow as well. So a lot to look forward to. Hooray.
All right. Well, I think that should wrap things up. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you again at 4 p.m.
Yep. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting the race.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Laters.